Today we're going to be reading The Magical Donkey Ride, written by Gilles Andre. Now, before we open this book, does anyone want to take a guess as to what it's about? What's going to happen? I'd like you to think about it individually and then share it with your partner, and then we'll share back as a class. Also, have a think about what sort of book you think this might be. Is it fiction or non-fiction? Let's have a read and find out. Treacle was a donkey with a coat of golden brown, and he lived beside a river on a farm just out of town, just like some of you. A little boy called Flinny was Treacle's closest friend, and he loved to go and ride on him for many hours on end. Now, the funny thing with Treacle, which perplexed poor Farmer Jack, was that he never let the farmer take the saddle off his back. Perplexed? Have we heard that word before, boys and girls? Can anyone think about what that might mean? Oh, maybe we'll have to have a look into that. When Flynn went down to see him, Farmer Jack would always say, "I wish that he would let us take that saddle off one day." There's something strange about it, you can see it in his eyes. Then something funny happened which took Flynn by surprise. Treacle nudged his elbow, then winked at him and said, "Meet me here at midnight when the farmer's gone to bed." My gosh, what do you think they're going to do? Flynn was so excited that he didn't sleep at all. The kitchen clock struck midnight, so he tiptoed down the hall. Can anyone tell me what time's midnight? Gosh, that's late, isn't it? I'll be in bed. What do you think's going to happen now? Okay, he rushed across the valley and waded through the stream. The starlight glittered brightly like starlight in a dream. That's another word, boys and girls, that I haven't come across before. Waded. He waded through the stream. What do we think that could mean? We'll have to have a look at that one. He ran into the meadow and he came to Treacle's side. Treacle said, "I'm going to take you on a magic donkey ride. Please take off my saddle, it's the heaviest of things." Oh my gosh. "I don't believe it," Flinny shouted. "Treacle, you've got wings." "Whose donkey at home has wings? Not mine." "I know," said Treacle, smiling. "No one knows what they're there but you. If you climb up on my back, I'll show you what they'll do." My goodness. Then Treacle stretched his wings out and he looked up at the sky. "Let's go," he shouted merrily, and they began to fly. Now, merrily, that's another word that I haven't heard. We'll have to have a look at what that means too. Do you have any ideas? "Let's go," he shouted merrily. The warm night breeze rushed past him and his cheeks began to glow. Flynn looked down from Treacle's back and he saw the farm below. The fields as they flew higher sparkled brightly with the dew. Then streams and meadows, hills and towns came looming into view. What do we think looming means? That's another word I haven't seen before. "This is truly fantastic," Flinny shouted with delight. "What a magic donkey ride, what a magic night." Then Treacle landed softly and he turned to Flynn to say, "I only kept that saddle on to hide my wings away. So let's keep this a secret, don't let anybody know." Then Treacle kissed him gently and said, "Now you'd better go." So Flynn put his saddle and he patted Treacle's back. Then long before morning he was fast asleep in bed. Goodness me. Well, we're going to have to do a lot of research into that one. There's a few words that we weren't sure about. There's lots of punctuation we can look into. And I also noticed that it rhymed all the way through the book. Why do you think that is? We'll have a look at this one closely in our literacy groups and have another read.